Welcome to Cut the Kak, the rugby show where neither of us actually know what we're doing. It's the end of the autumn series. It's been an exciting one. Unfortunately, one probably handled by the referees more than anyone else as far as the conversations go around the games. Great rugby, better scrums. I'm Byron, that's Chad, and let's cut the Kak.
How
Chad, I
good was
hate your
that?
jersey. That's where I want to start. That's the wrong color. It hurts my brain. Don't understand it. You probably got it from Boomfa. You should probably burn it.
That's
And
incorrect.
let's
It's one of
start.
the
Let's
it's one of
start
the
with that.
favorites.
Why is it navy blue?
It's one of the trading jerseys that we had from a long, long time ago.
It probably was before time started because that's a horrible look.
I'm into it. It's different.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons.
Also, for all the people watching at home, Byron and I were just chatting before it. See, he said nothing about it until now.
No, I waited. The moment before we started, the moment I saw you on camera, I threw up a little bit in my mouth, and then I was like, "All right, I'll wait. I'll wait until we start because then I can proper make fun because it's I'm glad you like it. Let's just put that. Let's start with that. I'm glad you
Yeah.
like it. No one else should.
We'll leave it. I'll leave it. Do you know what? I'll leave it out for everyone to choose. I reckon you're
Okay.
wrong. I reckon this is one of the better ones.
Okay. I've got a question for you. If it is as good as you think it is, or it's as nice as you think it is, why have the Springboks never had another navy blue training jersey since that?
It's just unique.
Again, for all the wrong reasons.
It was so good. It was in such high demand that they just know that they won't be able to keep up with production.
I'll leave it to people who actually watch the show, the seven people out there, to drop a comment and tell me if you think Chad's navy blue jersey, training jersey that he claims is fantastic is actually
I'll
the
make it
same.
a clip and on Instagram and put a
Okay.
poll. We can
Okay. Let's
see how
see. We'll
horribly
see.
wrong you are.
I really hope. You know what? For your sake, I hope I'm wrong. But
Hmm.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually a lot of rugby to talk about,
I was
not
going to
just
say,
the
are
jersey.
we going to talk about these scrums or where do you want to start here? Because there's
Do you want to go in order of the fixtures, or do you just want to jump straight into the box? Because that's the main reason we're here.
we can touch on the other games, I guess, if we have to, if
Okay,
it
no,
must
we'll
be
start
done.
with the box. I can see it. I can see it in your face. There's nothing else that matters, and I don't blame you because I've been since Saturday evening. This is all I've wanted to do. There's so much that I want to say. Some of it's going to be expected, and I think some of it people are going to go. So yeah, I'm excited. You go. Tell me. You said scrums before you said hello. So let's hear
It's
it.
just I haven't seen us that dominant in the scrums, and I wasn't expecting us to be that dominant in the scrums, but it was every single one of them.
It was frightening because Ireland don't have a bad forward pack. They've got a powerful forward pack. Against everyone else, they win scrum penalties. Maybe not
Yeah,
against New Zealand. But against other teams, they win scrum penalties. Or at least they don't lose their own pudding. It was a masterclass. And also for Rassi, when we had that scrum dominance at the end of the first half,
to bring on Bill
to
Colo.
bring on two new props and just
And he wasn't even in the box. He was already down in the tunnel waiting for the boys to come in, and he's just like, all right.
I'd love to know how that conversation went down. Like if it was pre-planned or on the way down to the tunnel, he thought, you know what we should do? You know what we should really send a message. Let's break them. Let's
Yeah,
absolutely ruin their willpower to keep going in the second half. I think that's what he did.
yeah, it was rough. That When I was watching the game early in the morning, I was like, what is going on? Like this shouldn't be happening.
It
Like
wasn't a normal game of rugby.
no, but I think it wasn't a normal game of rugby just because we were just so physical, so dominant in everything,
And
really.
all of the Irish penalties, which I want to touch on, but all of the Irish penalties and their inability to handle the physicality ruined the game. And then I think the Boks as well had more opportunities to score, but I think they were just so focused on butchering them physically
Yeah.
that it was more important just to beat on them than it was to put points on the board.
Yeah. No, 100%. I was speaking to someone the other day, yesterday, from work, another South African guy. And they were saying that it felt like they were just there to prove a point to Ireland, to just hurt them and be like, it's like the big brother, little brother thing, where
Yes, yeah.
the big brother just comes in and causes Kak and lets him know who's boss and
Yeah,
then
like,
leaves the
if
room.
he could score and win at any point, but he's not going to. He's going to continue to hold you like this and then just beat on you for 80 minutes. And then, Ireland did get that try in the first half when they had 13 men on the field. But that just goes to show that Ireland is a good team. And it was a lack of concentration from the Boks. But I think that it was just about beating the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And they did.
Badly. But like, yeah, and you do have to give Ireland their roses. Their defense was solid. The amount of times that they had a turnover in that 10 meter towards
Yeah,
the
no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
incredible.
Ireland is a great team. And I think if the Boks were, if it was, for instance, like a World Cup game or something like that, where there was something on the line, I think we would have taken a lot more shots at goal. I think we would have been a bit more creative when it came to penalties in the 22. But I also think a lot of that is on the ref. I don't know what's the best way to segue into this, but I think the ref took it easy on Ireland with not just the yellow cards, but the scrumming as well.
Yeah.
Because even that first half penalty try was after how many scrums?
Yeah, there was
And
literally
then
like 5 minutes.
if you go to the 59th minute, and I know if you look at the clock on the game, the scrum started in the 59th minute and it ended in the 65th.
Yeah.
But I think it took over 20 plus minutes for that section of play. And people were saying, oh, it's slowing down the game. It's slowing down the game. Yes, but also there should have been a penalty try in there and a yellow card too, because it was penalty after penalty after penalty. And I just think he took it easy on them because of what happened in the first half and because they got, a poker handful of cards, that he took it easy on them in the second. But there should have been more penalty tries in that second half as well. And that was a little frustrating because I think if he didn't take like all the shit that happened in the first half into consideration and treated that moment as a moment in its own, they would have got a yellow. There would have been a penalty try, and the game would have picked up a lot quicker. So if they're arguing, the speed of the game, fine. But then when you win 3, 4, 5, 6 scrum penalties in a row, it's
Yeah.
not the team that's winning's fault that they're dominating them. It's the other team. If you can't hold the scrum, give the penalty try and let's move on with the game. That's not the Springboks' fault that took 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not Ireland's fault either. They were under the cosh. So then it's up to the referee to say, look, we can't do 30 scrums in a row. We're going to give the penalty try and let's continue with the game.
Yeah. But also speaking, I want to go back to that the first half, the penalty try.
Mm-hmm.
There was no card given for that
Yeah.
penalty
I
try.
mean, to be fair, he did give a card before that one.
Yeah,
So
but that's not how penalty tries work.
yes, but like
You can't say yes.
I
Wait, 2
understand the
podcasts
rule.
ago you were saying, "Oh no, I'm a sucker for the rules, and I don't want to bend the rules."
Okay, but then when he gave the yellow card in the previous scrum, that should have been the penalty try. So it's
That's
the
not what
referee's
happened though.
mistake. It's
Yeah,
the referee's mistake.
but anyway, how fucking good are scrums? Yes, I don't think Ireland will ever win a scrum against South Africa ever again.
I mean, they're gonna do the worst scrum practice next time they get together. There was I want to get his name right because obviously he's more famous than you and I will ever be. But what's his name? Matt Williams. He was talking about the scrumming being a disaster for the game. And back in his day, if you got pushed off the board, wasn't yeah, sure, then let us continue pushing. We'll push Ireland over the try line and give us the try. But they infringed and gave us the penalty.
Over
And
and
then what's
over
that?
and over again.
Yeah. What's that awesome Welsh referee that's retired?
Nigel Owens.
Nigel Owens had a good point. And people were saying how after this game, it shows how the scrums are ruining rugby and it slows down the game too much. He said something that I've heard before, and it makes the most sense. And it's something that's always been taught to us when we started playing rugby, was rugby is a sport for men and women or boys and girls of all sizes. There's a position for everybody to play. If you're the smallest person on the field, you usually play scrum half. If you're the biggest person on the field, you're normally playing prop. If you're the tallest person on the field, you're playing lock. If you get rid of scrums, all we're doing is playing rugby league. That already exists. If you just want fast flowing rugby, then go watch rugby league and let rugby union do what they're doing. I really, really hate it when people say scrums are ruining the game. And it's like, no, either you get better at it or you go watch rugby league. Like, you can't ruin union just because you don't like what's happening.
Yeah. I feel, no, I agree 100%. There's actually nothing else to add to that one.
Because people were talking about like props are getting more versatile and they're not, as big as they used to be. Sure, if that's the way you want to go and you want a prop to break the line and run 40 meters and then do a backward pass off to the scrummy to finish, great, that's your problem. When the scrum comes and Wilco Low weighs 144 kilos and he's walking around with 2 tree stumps and he pushes you back, you've made the decision to get a lighter prop. We've made the decision to go with Wilco Low or Oxen Chair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's on you, and that's the beauty of union. If you don't like that, like I said, go watch league. It's faster. Everyone's quicker because you've got a field of people who need to be nimble on their feet and fast. So go watch that then if that's what you like. It's a faster paced game. It's what you want. So then go watch it and leave rugby union as it is.
Put it on a t-shirt.
It's a lot of words for one t-shirt.
Not if
But if it means you don't wear that one again, then I'll put it on a t-shirt.
Fuck's sakes. Yeah. No, it's no, but it's true though. There's been and I've heard about lots from lots of different podcasts and everything saying if you don't like the scrums, don't like the lineouts, go watch something else. Which is a shit thing. Like, because we obviously want as many people to watch the sport, as many people who want to play the sport to make it better. Yeah.
I mean, if so World Rugby always says that their focus is making the game safer. And I would say, we put that clip up of that Springbok Irish game from the 90s. Okay, the game is definitely safer. But the rule with, it's a combination of 2 new rules, actually. The one where you can't scrum off a free kick.
Yep.
And then the other rule is you have to give space to the jumper on the high ball. So the chaser so both jumpers have to clear the space completely. Otherwise they give a penalty away. They're not always reffing it right, but there's progress. I think that the high ball with space is a lot more dangerous than a scrum at free kick.
Yeah,
because Oaks are taking free kicks with no one can charge them down. So they've got all the time in the world to put one. You were at the game not too long ago. You see how they kick that freaking ball. And you put 2 Oaks running at full speed at one another, and either they jump, make collision in the air, one of them falls and hurts themselves, and the ref either says fair contest or not, or one Oak gets his timing wrong, hits the other one in the air. And I think that's more dangerous than a scrum. And then you get a stop in play again, because then you got to check the injury. So if we're talking about speeding up the game, one could argue it's also not safer and it's probably slower in the long run.
Yeah.
But refs, again, another big topic for the week.
Yeah.
I think...
Yeah.
Okay, go. I've been talking
I don't think the refs at our game, I don't think that's a horrible job.
No, I think he was very lenient, though. There should have been more cards for Ireland.
Yeah. I wonder at what point do you stop a game? How many Oaks have to be off the field before they're like, okay?
If Ireland were playing with 10 and they were still giving penalties, put them on 9. It's their fault. It's their fault. It's not our fault.
Yeah.
What do you think with the Sasha tackle at the beginning of the first half?
The one that Sasha had used no arms and went full tit. That one?
Yes, that one.
He should have at least been sent off for a yellow.
So
he got real lucky.
Here's my opinion, and this is why I said some people won't fully agree or would get mad about. I agree with you. I think Sasha should have got a yellow. I think he should have gone off.
Yeah.
But then if you listen to the conversation with the refs and what they were explaining, what they're seeing, if we go back to what you said earlier about me being a letter of the law kind of person, The way they explained it was correct in their assessment,
Yeah.
and he shouldn't have gotten a yellow. And that's where it gets
Yeah.
difficult to talk about, because I think he probably should have got a yellow, or at yeah, you got a very stern talking to. There was a lot of mitigation in that tackle. But then if you go back and look at all the other games, there were ones where, obviously, Franco Mostert being the most recent one, we got a straight red, permanent red, and it got rescinded because it wasn't actually a card. And then you look at this one, I think it should have been a yellow, but then their explanation of it is not a yellow. It is just a penalty. So if we go according to what the refs are saying, it was the right call. I just think, based on safety guidelines from World Rugby, I think it should have been a yellow.
That absolutely should have been yellow. When I saw it, I was like, this oak's going off for
Yes,
the rest of the
I
game.
thought it was going to be another red card. I'm not even joking. It happened, and
Yeah.
I said 3 weeks in a row, guys,
Yeah.
come on. And then it was just a pen, and I was like, I mean, I'm grateful, but also I don't know if we should have got just a pen. But then, like I said, if you listen to the ref, they did say the right things, and it did make the most sense. What about Ireland's red card? I know they should have got a lot more yellows, but what
Yeah,
about
that
their
red
red?
card. That was a red card all day. Like, as soon
And
as I saw that, I was
unnecessary.
like, yeah. I think that's what it was for me. Off his feet, just
And
rocketing
that
himself.
wasn't like, even in Sasha, you can argue he was trying to wrap, but he made contact before the arm could come out, because it
Yeah,
did
and we
look
spoke
as if
about
it was.
this last week.
Yeah, when you hit someone early while making the wrap, it looks like there's no wrap happening. But Sasha looked like he was wrapping. He just dove in shoulder first. Like, he looked
Yeah.
like a meat missile.
Meat missile.
It was that one was a very, 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 very clear red card. But then the
Yeah.
argument comes in again. We've got 20-minute red cards and permanent red cards. I genuinely don't know the difference, because
One's
there was no
intent with
mitigation.
you purposely trying to injure someone.
Yes.
Other one's not.
So
That's the
then
difference.
then this one is more of a permanent red than it would be a 20.
Yep. That's what I thought when I saw it. And we here at home, I was like, this oak's going off and getting a 6 to 8 week ban.
But what, he got a 3-week ban. What I
Yeah.
did think was good, though, is they gave him the yellow and then let the bunker deal with it. Which I
Yes,
think
and
I think for all red cards, unless it's like you can see someone punching somebody else, like holding him by the jersey and throwing fists, then you can give him the straight red. But if it's a tackle at high speed and it's not a clothesline, and
yeah,
it's like, well, where did the contact happen? Let the bunker deal with it and let the game move on. I think that's in line with what World Rugby wants.
yeah. No, I agree.
I've just got a point here that I want to put out. It happened to us against France, where the outside center took the dive on the drop goal, and then we had to go back and take the penalty, and we got the 3 points anyway. Gibson Park did the same thing in the 56th minute, and it drove me crazy, because our player was rolling out, and Gibson Park changes direction so he can trip over him and get the penalty. Now, that's happened in all the games, and the refs will tell the scrummy, stop milking the penalty. I'm
Yeah,
not going to give it to you. Because our player was out of the way, and Gibson
yeah.
Park came around,
Back, yeah,
and the way he fell, I've got written here, give Gibson Park a football contract. Because only Oaks that are playing in the Premier League are diving like that. It was
yeah,
embarrassing.
yeah,
I mean, I get it. You're trying to get the penalty. You're trying to get the upper hand. We did roll maybe in the way, but that's milking a penalty, and a lot of referees will tell you don't milk the penalty. And that's exactly what he did. And then the way he fell all dramatically, I was like, bruh,
yeah. I wonder
I've
how long
seen
they.
you play rugby. You're strong. You might be the number 9, but you'll beat the shit out of me.
Yeah,
You're not falling like that, accidentally tripping over a player. And yeah, that I wanted to point that out because that pissed me off.
yeah.
Fuck me, what it was. I don't even want to know. I know we don't have a lot of the same players for the Wales game this weekend.
They
Because
probably
a
will
lot of
name
them
that
have.
squad pretty soon. So I keep looking down to see if it's been named.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be dope if it comes on while we're recording. But a lot of players have returned to Japan. A lot of players have returned to the URC. So it is going to be interesting what the squad's going to look like. But also, what about the Wales squad? Don't they have players that need to return to France, return to Japan,
Yeah,
return to the
so.
URC?
Before we started recording, I was going to ask you a question. It's basically around that. Because yeah, it's a friendly. It's not even in the international
No, yeah, the
window.
autumn series is done. That's why these players have to return to their clubs because
Yeah,
it's definitely not part of the autumn series,
yeah.
but it's exactly what you said. It's a friendly
I saw that the Springboks had to pay like 50,000 rand per player to the clubs that they were.
keeping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for this one
I
game.
I am glad that it's happening. I am curious though why it's happening.
That was I don't understand what this game is
So I thought
because
about it.
it doesn't benefit us. Doesn't
No,
benefit
see,
Wales.
it definitely benefits Wales, but I think it does benefit us.
How they don't have a. I don't think it's their full strength side.
No, so that's the point. If you listen to Russie's latest interview,
Mm.
where he was talking about the squad versatility and the ability to use players at any time from different positions, from different clubs, from different parts of the world. He has a unique opportunity here against Wales, which is not the strongest team of those, from the Six Nations or Japan. I think should have beat them. I think that it's a unique opportunity for players that you wouldn't consider starters for the Box getting a chance at more minutes, and giving them the experience with one another, and also, like I said, just more game time with the
Yeah,
Springbok jersey on, because you're not going to have Colby, you're not going to have Dialenda, you're not going to have Sia, but you're going
seriously.
to have all these players that are good enough to be Springboks. Obviously, they're part of the training squad. They're with the team all day. They're getting exposed to the reps week in and week out, but they might not be getting the game time.
Yeah,
And I think, given that all the players that have played more, I wouldn't say that are better, because you can see by the way Russ is interchanged players, there's still good results.
yeah,
But I think it gives those players that may not be getting as much game time more game time. That's the way I look at it.
yeah. I can see that.
Now,
I
whether or
still
not it's
think
going to be a
against.
good game,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably guys that don't necessarily always play together. Maybe from both teams. That could be a Welsh and a South African problem
So what
this
happens
weekend.
if we? And I genuinely don't know this, and I probably should, but because it's a friendly, say we lose by 50 points, do we go down the World Cup ranking? World Cup rankings, the world rankings. I have
I don't know how that works because this isn't normal.
because I don't think the guys actually get capped either in a
Because it's a
friendly.
friendly?
Yeah,
Yeah. I genuinely don't know. Maybe it's still an international test outside of the window. I don't know, but I think it's. I'm selfishly happy because it's another Springbok game that we get
yeah.
to watch,
I'm stoked to watch another the last Bok game. I'm excited for it.
which is crazy because there's also such good rugby on this weekend. The URC is back, and the first sevens tournament is back
Yep.
with the new format. And I was looking at the groups for the sevens, and every game is a quarterfinal basically.
Yeah. I
It's
haven't seen the
only
games. What are they?
so now it's two groups of four. So it's a much smaller competition, but
Yeah.
that also means every group and every game is a knockout game. So, for example, if we go to the sevens, for example, the table, Group A, Blitzbox, Argentina sevens, France sevens, Great Britain sevens.
Jesus.
Pool B, Spain sevens, New Zealand sevens, Australia sevens, Fiji sevens.
Yes. That's,
Then there is the other tournament that happens at the same time, but they call it the qualifiers pool. That's got the US, Samoa, Kenya, and Portugal, and the other group is Uruguay, Canada, Germany, Ireland. But the main
Ireland. When
competition,
did Ireland fall back into that?
they've unfortunately been having terrible run at sevens. Terrible, terrible, terrible run at seven.
What time is this all for me? It's next
Well, the
9
competition's
p.m.
in Dubai.
Perfect.
It might be easier for you to watch.
Yeah, our game's at 10.
Yeah, if we start off against France and then Fiji. What? That doesn't make sense. Why are we playing Fiji if they're in Pool B? I don't know. Maybe Super Sports got it wrong. I don't know.
No, I've got it here too.
And then Argentina. So shouldn't Argentina, Fiji, and France be in our group?
Fiji's, it is. That is our group. You've just named our group.
Okay, but then if you go to the table, it's Argentina, France, and GB.
Are you looking at the right set?
I thought so. Anyways, whatever. It's more difficult, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, no, that's cooked. I mean, it's lacquer to watch.
Yeah, because now every game is sick. But hold on, back to autumn
Sorry.
series. I got more here. What do I have? We can skip the Samoa game. I've got a point on their yellow card, which I think should have been a red. But they gave him a yellow. Whatever. Japan Georgia was interesting.
Jesus, yeah, that was a goodie. I wasn't expecting that result. I thought Japan was going to actually thrash them.
Yeah, but Georgia's also been. So Georgia did place some tier two nations in the series. I think they destroyed Canada. They beat the US, and I don't know if they played any other games, but they're also looking really good. But what I thought was interesting is it's the same score, 25-23, the last time they played, except Georgia won 25-23, and this time Japan won it.
That's
And
good
also
pickup.
for Japan to win that in the last minute, how
Yeah,
they lost to Wales in the last minute, I thought was,
justice.
pretty exciting. And then I think the referee highlight of the entire week was Holly Davidson.
Fucking put it up for the CEO of World Rugby.
Yes, whatever award
Incredible.
is given to referees, she deserves it
Yeah,
because
two of them.
it's a tough game to ref,
Yeah,
but it didn't. It was perfect.
yeah.
It
No, she
was
did.
everything right. Maybe I missed a few things. Maybe she missed a few things. That's normal.
Yeah,
But the way every situation was handled, perfect.
yeah. Great. The one that stood out for me the most was the try that she said she gave it on-field try. Saw it
Yes.
happen. The TMO was like, "Oh, well, you have to have clear and obvious evidence
And
to
she said,
overturn
no,
your
but
try."
listen,
Yeah, she basically said, "I fucked up. This is what's happening," and then made
yes,
the call, and it was just like, "I
yes,
made a mistake," without
yes,
saying it, and like this
oh,
is, and it
yeah,
was right. It was the right decision.
it was the right decision. It
Yeah,
was it was brilliant.
I've never seen a male ref do that.
No, it was probably an ego thing.
Yeah, I just yeah, she did. I know she also watches the podcast, so big up. You did an amazing job.
Harley, if you ever see this, fantastic.
Yeah,
And
got
again,
the cut the cuck seal of approval.
yeah, cut the cock seal of approval. This one's for you, Harley.
Yeah,
If World Rugby doesn't give you an award, we'll make one and we'll dominate you and give it to you. Um,
and we should start doing it, making trophies,
just giving them to random people, and hopefully
sending them
someone will
out.
someone will come across the show.
Yeah. Gibson Park for the biggest dive. There we go. Take this.
Yeah, but it's between him and the outside center from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And Nick White when he got caught on the
Caught on the chin. Yeah, when Fuff tickled his
yeah.
chin and he thought that he got knocked out by Wilder.
Yeah.
Oh, that one still pisses me off. I haven't looked at Nick White the same since. I'm glad he's retired so that my blood pressure can go down when I watch
Yeah.
Australia play.
Sorry, I cut you off there. What did you say?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. That's what I had written down here after Holly in that game. I said Holly is the best ref. Fire all the Oaks and let her ref all the big games.
Yeah. And I'd be good with it too. Bring her over for the greatest rivalry
Yeah,
next
let her
year.
do all four
Every
tests.
game.
No
Every one of
problem.
them. Yeah.
Because there's always that narrative, it's the first female ref to ref a New Zealand game. She was also the first female ref to ref the Springboks. I think you can throw that out of the window because it's not a male female thing at this point. It's who's the best, and
Yeah.
she's the best. She just
Yeah.
also happens to be a female.
Yeah. Completely agree. No,
Yeah.
she's killing it.
And I think it's more respectful to Holly to call her a great referee and not a great female referee. Yeah, all right. That's that.
think it's the first time we've been asked to a referee in like 4 episodes.
But obviously, if she fucked up, we would have spoken about it. But
Yeah.
it was great. I do think that the refs got a talking to between last week or 2 weeks ago and this weekend because they handled all dangerous tackles differently.
That's why I think that kind of played into why Sasha didn't get a card, to be
Yes.
honest.
Yeah.
If that tackle had happened in last week's game, Sasha wouldn't be playing for the
But
next
you
3 to
see,
5 years.
the thing is, when we were getting those red cards, there were other games that had shoulder to head contact, head on head contact, and they were skipped. So it could have just been our chance to get one skipped.
Maybe.
But that never happens for the Boks, so it was interesting. I thought Damian McKenzie didn't have his best performance, which is disappointing for me because I love Damian McKenzie against Wales.
You just say you like. I've never heard you say anything good about a Kiwi player.
No,
ever.
but
You're
I
getting
enjoy
some
watching him.
brutal hate on TikTok, by the way,
Really?
about your comments.
I'm so glad I don't have TikTok.
It's quite fun. I keep having to remind people that that you are not the one on TikTok, and it's me. I'm like, no, not me. Byron said
Dad,
that.
please send me some screenshots. I'm so curious. That's hilarious. That is amazing. No, I mean, I've always got respect for the Kiwi players. I just hate the fact that they're so good. I think that's a compliment to them.
That's not what you
But
said
Damian
about Dan
McKenzie's
Coles.
great. What?
That's not what you said about the hooker.
Okay, but we had a whole conversation about that.
I know. And then
He's
you called out
good.
Richie McCaw for no reason. He hasn't played in years, and you still you pulled him into the conversation.
Look, he's good. He just doesn't have to be an arsehole. That's all I'm saying.
You made that very clear, yeah.
Very clear. Another point, speaking about the Kiwis,
Yep.
I think Will Jordan is better at fullback than at wing.
100%.
I don't think he was as involved in the Wales game because he was out on the wing. And also, if you look at the hat trick for Wales, it was all on Jordan's wing.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to choose my words here. My favorite
No,
thing
just go hard on them. I want to see what the comments say about
No.
you.
It's a good thing. A good thing. What I just don't like it when it's played against us. When there's Barrett at fly half, Will Jordan at fullback, and that ridiculously stupid little chip kick, and Will Jordan through the middle and gets it. It's so good. I love it.
It is so good because we do leave that gap there.
Yeah.
And
they
yeah,
hit it
they do it
perfectly
against
every
us all the time.
I know. And you just can't stop it.
Yeah, because you can't leave someone there. You need them
you can't leave someone there. You can't leave. Yeah, you can't not leave the gap marked.
Yeah.
It's great. I like it, but not when that's against us.
Yeah, do it against everyone else. Let's not do it against us. What other points do I have on the other games? Italy, Chile.
I didn't even watch it.
Good for Chile to get some game time against Tier 1. But we knew the result was going to be the result. But France against Australia.
Oh, you went to that game? Yep.
I just want to say, I know he's young. I don't know how old he is. Whatever. He is brilliant. His decision making that whole game was perfect.
Incredible. Yeah.
His timing of the pass, fantastic. The way he'd draw in the player before getting the pass off, he'd hold it on for like that extra half second so that the other player has to commit before getting the pass away. He was great. And then was it his second try? The one where he chipped it over, caught it, stepped the player, and then went on to score? Come on. Yeah. That's like something you dream about if you're a winger. But you never actually get to pull it off.
Yeah, no, he was doing some Sasha stuff.
I think he was better than, just in terms of running, I think he was better than Sasha for that game. But also Sasha's try was brutal. It was
ran through them. He made it look everyone else was jogging.
Yes. Yeah. And that handoff was perfect.
Did you see, I saw on Instagram, I don't even know who shared it, but of them in the gym.
Yes.
Practicing
him and who was it? Vandenberg.
Yeah.
They were practicing that with the resistance bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. What else I got here? The Scotland game.
That was a
Duhan van der Merwe is now the all-time record holder for Scottish tries. I don't know what the number is. I think it was 34 or something like that. Another South African.
That wasn't even scripted. That's great. I love that.
And there's a lot of South Africans that have left the country, gone somewhere else. You and I are examples of that. Even though I'm not a Dutch citizen, you are a citizen elsewhere. But when you hear Duhan speak,
Yeah.
it is very clear he's not Scottish. There isn't even a tinge. Like sometimes you go somewhere and you start picking up the accent of where
Yep.
you live. Duhan hasn't left the farm.
No, Dawn's still there. But it's the same for who was it? Was it VPNL who played for Scotland too? There was another South African oak too. I'm pretty sure it was VPNL. And when he spoke, I don't even think he spoke English. Like there was a clip of him, his missus put it on in Scotland trying to order something.
And they just
it's not happening. It's very funny. But yeah. We just
and then the last game of the weekend, England Argentina.
fucking England.
Argentina, so close. But I thought the second best refereeing performance of the weekend.
Correct.
Second to Holly. I did like the fact that he didn't use the TMO for everything.
Yeah.
But he did miss stuff because of that.
And that's fine.
Yeah, it's exactly it. It's fine. If that's your decision and you stay consistent throughout the whole game and you miss a few things, so be it. Because then you'll miss things on both sides.
Yeah.
The only thing, I haven't watched the game again, so I don't know if this is correct, but I think when I watched it live, the very end of the game, when England got a penalty to go 11 points up, I think he missed a forward pass. Now, again, I haven't watched it again. I haven't watched highlights. It's not even in the highlights package. But I think he missed the forward pass. 3 or 4 phases later, England get the penalty. They go 11, which means Argentina needed 2 tries, which wouldn't have been the case because if they had scored like they did, they wouldn't have gone to the corner. They would have taken the 3 and they could have won the game.
Yeah.
A lot of if, buts, and maybes there. But I do think it was forward on watching it live, and that sucked. But he was consistent, so you can't be too pissed off.
Yeah.
Plus, I just wanted Argentina to win, so we didn't have to listen to the English fans for the next 2 to 3 months.
I know, and they're going on like they've won the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah. Well, I know they did break the Rayburn Shield record for the most consecutive defenses, and they haven't beaten just shitty teams. A lot of them are not the best teams, we can admit that, but they have beaten New Zealand, they have beaten France. I don't know if they've beaten Ireland in this run that they're on.
I can check. Let me check.
Have a look-see there for me, please, sir.
Okay. England, they're playing Wales on the 8th of February. Yeah, they beat New Zealand, they beat Fiji, they beat Australia, they beat the USA. This is what's also pissing me off. Is like they've got this 10-game winning streak, but Argentina.
Yeah, no disrespect to Fiji, but the USA against England shouldn't have happened.
Italy. Sorry, if I scroll too fast, it loses. They
only
only beat
you're not
Scotland by
right.
1 point.
Yes.
France, they beat by 1 point. Ireland beat them.
They beat Ireland?
No, Ireland beat them 27-22.
So this is my thing here. Look, we've also lost to Ireland. We've also lost to New Zealand, but we've also beaten Ireland. We've also beaten New Zealand. I think England at the moment is playing some of their best rugby in recent history. That's fair to say. But also, stop being so English about it.
Yeah.
Because if they had lost, I think we spoke about it, if they had lost that New Zealand game, their fans would have been talking about how shit they are.
Yeah.
But now they're talking as if they're the greatest team on the planet.
Yeah.
And it's just like, stop being so polar. Like,
I mean, South African fans are like that too. Remember with Peter de Villiers and Jake White? It was no good.
People need to relax a little bit.
I remember with Peter de Villiers, I reckon if that oak was walking on water, people would have said, yeah, but it's because he can't swim. It's There was nothing that guy could have done that would have saved him.
He needed to win rugby matches. That's all that matters, is winning
It
rugby
was rough.
matches.
I did feel bad for him because he got fucking roasted for everything. I mean, granted, I was one of them. I was posting things online on Facebook,
I
reposting,
can't
sharing
do
stuff.
that. Don't. Maybe it's just
Fine,
that
it
I
was a
don't
long
care
time ago. I
enough.
was a teenager,
Yeah, but
basically.
you're still the same asshole.
Yeah, but I've learned not to post that
You
cunt
just don't
anymore.
post it online anymore.
Yeah, I
You
just
say it on a podcast.
sat on a podcast and send messages to you.
Yeah, actually, the DMs is that would be a problem.
Yeah, that can never come out.
No, just the rugby stuff. No, I'm not even talking about the other stuff. Just the rugby stuff can't come out. But yeah, great autumn series.
It
I
was.
enjoyed it. I think next year's format's going to be fun.
We'll
I
find out
think
on
we
the
already
4th of July. We play against the almighty English.
yes, I know.
We'll find
But
out
I'm
then.
curious how their Six Nations goes before then. It'll be interesting to see.
I think Ireland. I reckon Ireland's going to win.
Well, they've got a point to prove now. Whoever they play next, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah. Who do they play next?
I know there'll
Ireland
probably
again?
be a friendly before the next big one, no?
Play France on this. That'll be a good game.
There would be a good
6th of February in France.
I like that. That's exciting. Oh, we got the sevens. Oh, yeah, sorry. I was still saying about next year's format.
Yeah.
I think it's cool for Japan and Fiji to be included in the Southern Hemisphere six. Obviously, Fiji is in the Southern Hemisphere. Japan is not. But if you look at the rankings, they deserve to be there. It is most likely that Japan and Fiji will place fifth and sixth on the log at the end of the competition. But the same thing had to occur for Argentina when they joined the Rugby Championship. I don't know how many seasons in a row they lost every game, but each year the scores got closer, and then they won one, and then they won two, and now they haven't won it yet, but they're still proper force now in the championship, and not a team you can look over.
No.
So for Japan and Fiji, it's great for them and for their rugby program, but it's going to take a few years if they I hope they keep this format for them to continue getting better.
100%. Yeah, they do. And I hope they do because I love watching Fiji. It's always great. I've got a Springbok question though that I was just thinking about now. So, international rugby's done for the year.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, it's done for the year. How does any of the teams? Because we are like undoubtedly the number one in the world at the moment. There's no one
at the moment, yeah, sure. I think that's fair to say. No one could really argue. The English might, but no one could really argue.
Yeah, but the English would argue about anything. How do teams like in Ireland and like I don't even know who number 2 is. Is it Ireland? No, it's New Zealand. It's New
It's
Zealand.
either England or New Zealand at number 2. It might actually be England.
No, England's 4.
Let me check.
They might even be 5. But doesn't matter.
Yeah, England are third. England are third.
England are third. So is it France 4th?
Give me a second.
Going off topic.
South Africa, New Zealand, England, Ireland, France, Argentina.
True.
Top 6.
Okay. How do they beat us? Because they can't do it physically.
No, but then you look to the games we have lost this year.
Yeah.
New Zealand, Australia, and Ireland.
We didn't lose to Ireland, did we?
It wasn't at all in Ireland this year, or was it 2003?
Yes, it was 2003.
23.
Brother, where are you living?
Was it 2023 we lost to them? Or was that 2024?
Yeah, so we played this year. Barbarians, we won. Italy won, Georgia won. Australia lost. Yeah, we only lost those 2 games.
Okay. Well, even if you look back to just those 2 games, it was Australia in South Africa and New Zealand in New Zealand. I'm going to sneeze. For both of those games, I think where New Zealand and Australia beat us were strategically. I think they shut us down at important moments, and we didn't capitalize when we needed to capitalize. So if a team are to beat us, again, I'm definitely not smart enough to be a coach and sit and do the analysis on this. So this is coming from an idiot. But I think that in order for teams to beat us, I think they need to be void of mistakes, no silly penalties to give away. They need to be very disciplined. And I think the other thing is they just need to be smart on the ball and hold on to the ball for long periods of time. And I think that's what New Zealand and Australia did well when they beat us in those two games. Is they didn't allow us to get flowing because they always had the ball.
But I feel like we've learned from that, and we've not allowed that to happen. Like, look, like what we did to Ireland last week.
Yeah, we didn't let them have the ball.
We didn't let them do anything.
So they had the ball in the
They
beginning of
were.
I think the first 3 minutes, and then that quick period of time where they scored their try. And in both of those situations, they kept hold of the ball and didn't give it away cheaply. And I think that, and that's just basic rugby. It's not super flashy.
I was just saying, you're just talking the basics of rugby.
Yeah, but obviously I'm definitely not part of the squad. The Springbok team, the Springbok team make it hard for that to be the case. You know, you get Malcolm Marx, World Rugby Player of the Year, who is a real jackal. He's not just stealing the ball.
I'm also pissed off about that. Yeah, sorry.
You wanted Ox to win, didn't
I
you?
wanted Ox to win.
Everyone wanted Ox to win. He was the fan favorite.
Yeah. Anyway,
But you can't say no to Malcolm Marx. He's fucking fantastic.
but
So we make it hard for that to be the case. But if teams do get that right,
yeah,
I
but how do
think
you get? You can't. How do you can't just say they have to do that? How they can't? Like it's almost.
yeah, I'm not the fucking genius who's going to figure it out. I'm just telling you what I think they should do.
Yeah, I was
I
thinking.
can't
I've
give
been
you a
thinking about.
step-by-step plan because if I say something, Rusty's probably solved it 3 years ago.
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter what I have to say.
just fucking cool. I think we're so far ahead, and we've got such a big squad that
Yeah,
even if we do have, because even if we do have horrible injuries and
there's
something,
players everywhere.
a plane goes down,
It
we'd
sucked
still be
against
fine.
Italy. We didn't get to see Ben Jason Dixon.
Yeah. But that's
I
the
would
thing. We've
have
got a
liked that.
Ben Jason Dixon that didn't get like heaps game time. We've got Russ, who isn't even in the squad, and he's playing fucking fantastic
Fantastic
rugby.
rugby.
But yeah, it's
Edward van der
just
Merwe didn't get a lot of time against Italy. I don't know how he came back on the second half. I don't know what happened there.
Fussy will be back.
But I know you're a massive Fussy fan. But
Yeah.
after watching not Grant Williams, Damian Willemse
Yeah.
at fullback,
It's gonna be tough to come back, eh?
it's hard to argue that obviously,
Look,
Willie LaRue were all-time great
yeah.
fullback. I don't think Willie LaRue is allowed to start against in front of Damian Willemse.
I don't think Philly will be back. I don't think he'll be back. I think he'll definitely fit into the coaching staff somehow.
It's when he retires from playing for the Bulls.
I don't think he's ever going to retire. He's going to be like Mornay State. He's going to be playing until he's like
He's going to play for the Bulls
50,
until he's
57.
45.
Yeah.
Ah,
But yeah, I can't see Villy coming back, especially not with the Damon Williams. We haven't
we're
so we haven't
spoiled.
answered the question, but we at least acknowledge that
That,
we are miles ahead and that no one else in the next 12 months will beat us. Will be better than us. They might
that's
beat
a
us.
brave statement. We got to play the All Blacks 4 times next year.
Yeah, we
That's
fucking
even if we are better than them in every facet. I'm not saying we are, but
we are.
even if we
Yeah,
are,
we are.
you might say we are. There's probably millions of South Africans that would say we are. I'm not
And they all
willing.
right, every one of them.
You're all welcome to your opinion, even if it's not what I agree with. But even if we are better than in every facet, it is still New Zealand, and they can still beat us at any time, and we can still beat them at any time. We could go on a 5-game losing streak, or they could be on a 5-game losing streak, come up against us and beat us. Because there's just that, because of the rivalry, there's a little something extra in the game. So I wouldn't say no one's going to beat us in the next 12 months, but it's going to be a lot harder for teams to beat us in the next 12 months. That I'll agree to.
Yeah, I think we're winning 100% of our games next year. I was looking at the things now. We start off with England, light work. Scotland,
Chad, it's out.
Score. Is it? Perfect.
It's
Who
out.
is it? Let
All
me
right.
stop talking cuck here. I haven't seen it.
Let's get serious. All right, where do you want to start?
Number 1.
Oh, there's such good news too. I'm excited to say this.
I've also just dropped a nail on the floor that I might stand on.
Okay, it's fun. Tetanus is fun for the whole family.
Okay. I've got it. Let's do this. You've
All
got me
right.
excited. Okay, number 1.
Okay, we'll start with the front 3. We got Gerard Steenkamp, Johan Grobler, and Wilco Low.
Oh, Wilco Low starting. Okay.
Yes. Locks, we got Jean Klein and Ruan Nokia.
Love it. Yep.
For flankers, we've got Franco Mostert and Sia Khaleesi.
Franco Mostert. Okay.
Well, he did play flank for the Lions before they moved him into lock for the Springboks.
I was going to say, yeah, that was a couple of years ago, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he grew taller. I just think they decided to slot him in at lock.
Okay. So, sorry, Franco Mostert and who?
Sia Khaleesi, captain.
Okay, Sia. Okay, nice.
At 8, Jasper Visser.
Yep.
Fuck. He's good.
Yeah.
He's so good. At 9, Morne van den Berg. 10, Sasha Feinberg and Gomezulu.
I thought they would have given him a rest and put
I also thought they would have given him the rest. This is such a strong team.
Is that just it? They're just going to stop there and then...
Yeah, we're going to play with 10.
Just play with the 10 Oaks.
Just 8 forwards, a scrum off, and a fly off. No one else. All right. And also, I didn't get to say anything about this, but Moody at wing.
Yep. So we automatically know something amazing is going to happen. Yep.
And it almost happened against Ireland, except that I think he kind of slapped it out of the field for that maybe try, but we won't dive into discretions. All right, so we got Kanan Moody and Ethan Hooker, 11 and 14 respectively.
Okay, good. So we got Hooker back in his actual position. I like it.
Yeah, Hooker not playing hooker or flank or inside or outside center. We've got him on wing.
Well, we don't know. It could change 2 minutes in the game. And Rusty could be like, psych.
Oh, this is exciting. Inside center, Andre Esterhuizen. Outside center, Damien Dialende.
Okay. Yes, that's... Sorry. Can you imagine that running towards you? Because...
Yeah, you get one bomb winger. I mean, one bomb center and one, slightly more versatile center. But we've got Esterhuizen and Dialende. It's just two... Yeah.
And then you've got Hooker, who's not much smaller.
No. The smallest of the backline's Kane and Moody.
Morne van den Berg.
But he's a scrummy.
Yeah.
He's the
But
middle
even Kane
point.
Moody's big.
Yeah, and he's the smallest. Magic Moody. And then fullback Damien Willemse.
Ugh.
It's not a weak team. It's not. There's nothing weak about that. Then, you want to hear the good news?
Tell me. Ox.
Also, all great points, but not where I'm going. Replacement hooker, Bongin Mgon. I got that one wrong. Bongi Mbonambi.
Okay.
We got Bongi back, baby. Bongi. Okay, Bongi's back. Then, replacement props. You might like this one. Zachary Porton and Asenatle Ntlabakanye.
Yeah. I'm into it.
I'm into it a lot.
I'm actually more excited for this bench to come on.
Well, you've only heard the front 3. It gets better. Then we have Eben Etzebeth, Marco van Staden, and Ben Jason Dixon.
Oof.
Quagga Smith, and the only out-and-out replacement for the backs, Kobus Reinach.
Jesus.
It's a 7-1 split.
Yeah.
Except you have Quagga on the bench and Andre Esterhuizen starting. So you have 2 players who can play multiple positions in the forwards and multiple positions in the back. You've got Ethan Hooker, who can basically, what we find out, play anywhere in the back line. Damien Willemse, pretty much anywhere in the back line. Kanan Moody, anywhere except fly half. in the back line. Yeah, wild. 7-1.
Yeah, nice. What time's that game for me? I think it's at 4.
Yeah, it's 4:10 for me.
Okay,
4:10 p.m.
I'm 12 hours.
Yeah.
12 hours ahead. Okay, yes. 7-1 split for a
7-1
friendly
split, and we
game.
don't. It's not even a proper backline player because okay, I know we've played Quibus on the wing before, but the only out and out people who can play fly half are Sasha and Damien.
Yeah, they just can't
Wild,
get injured.
wild.
But the backline, the size of that backline is unreal.
Now, we know Welsh rugby might not be in having its best form at the moment. But if they've got players returning to the URC,
Well, their squad will be announced.
when? Because I wouldn't
No,
want
I'm
to
pretty sure.
announce it
I'm pretty sure
anymore.
it's already been announced.
I don't want to be part of that team anymore.
No, I've pulled a hamstring. Oh yeah, I can see. I actually don't even know any of them.
No, they don't have their
Yeah, they do.
squad out yet.
Mate, I'm looking at it right now.
Wait, then why don't I have it?
I'm keen to see Zachary because I know he got yanked off real quick. Keen to see what he can do. Yeah, shame. I feel like as a Welshman, you like that this squad gets announced and it's not your normal team that you would expect it would have kind of prepared for.
No.
So you see this and you just gotta
Okay, so
go
let's see. Gareth Thomas, Danny Southworth, Garen Phillips, Dewey Lake, Evan Lloyd, Brody Coughlin, Kieran Asarati, Christian. Buddy. That's not the starting lineup. Anyway, it looks as if Wales might have most of their players
yeah.
for the starting.
My God, I just saw the
There it
betting
is.
odds for it.
No, what are they?
That woeful.
Wow.
Springboks are playing. You can't
Here
bet
it
on
is.
them.
Gareth Thomas, Dewey Lake, Kieran Asarati, Ben Carter, Reese Davies, Plumtree, Mann, Wainwright, and in the back, Hardy, Edwards, Dyer, Hawkins, Roberts, me, and Murray. And they don't have their star.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
$21 is what they're paying.
Wait, you bet 100, they give you 21?
You
Is
bet
that what you said?
one, you get 21.
Oh, for your Welsh. Yeah.
Mate, if I was paying $21 for the Springboks to win,
I would have
sell
sold
my
everything
car,
I own.
my everything. Byron?
What did Conor McGregor used to say? It's red panties night, baby.
Yeah, 100%. Get the red panties out. Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah,
Chad.
you would
We didn't even get the chance to talk about the URC this weekend.
all
Let's
we
go
know is
over the
that,
fixtures quickly, and then I think we can cap it off.
yeah, I can find it. Do you want me to find it or you to find it?
No, I've got it. I had it. No, I've got it.
So does that mean next week I have to wear a Sharks jersey?
Next week? Yeah, well, there's still one more Springbok game we get to talk about next week. Let's see, starts off
gonna
on
be a
Friday.
cricket
Well,
score.
Friday for me, Saturday morning for you.
Saturday morning, yeah.
Ulster play Benetton. Dragons play Leinster. So,
Two very one-sided games.
I don't know. Benetton's not playing bad rugby at the moment, but probably
So
too
Ulster's
one-sided.
playing too. Isn't Ulster like up there? Yeah, they're fifth
Uh,
on the log.
yeah. It's probably going to be one-sided, but not as much.
You got talking to your mic.
Sorry, Dad. Then Saturday starts off with Bulls versus the Lions, which is exciting, but I think the Bulls will take that one.
Yeah,
Zebre Cardiff,
that'll be a fun
easy
one to
win.
watch.
Probably a win for Cardiff though. Edinburgh Ospreys, I'll give that one to Edinburgh. I would say the best game of the weekend is Munster Stormers.
I'll be up for that
And
one.
then the final game of the weekend, Connacht Sharks, same time as Glasgow Warriors play Scarlets.
Yeah, there's got some good games, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy the URC. I really, really enjoy it.
It's fun. It's just so difficult to watch them all.
Yeah, my goal is to watch all the South African games and then but at least have the other ones on in the background when I'm trying to, not have my wife leave me for watching too much rugby.
I'm still surprised you even have a wife. Every time you say it, I've got to just think.
You're not alone in that. I still don't know how it happened or how it's still happening. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Apparently it's working.
Just let it run.
And then, we've also got sevens this weekend. So a lot of rugby to watch.
So next weekend's going to be a 6-hour podcast.
We have to quit my job. Someone's got to do it.
Someone needs to give the people the rugby news.
Yes, it's not us because we actually just read other people's news and digest it for everyone else and let everyone else know about it. That was a terrible sentence.
That was horrible.
Not only are we not giving you the news, we're not even giving you coherent sentences.
But you're here, and we thank you for your service.
Yes, yes, because it is a punishment to go through the whole episode.
Yeah,
Chad, I think we cut all the cuck that needed to be cut today.
we did. We went through the scrums.
Great scrums.
Great, all the scrums.
Yeah, to be an Irish forward this week, even till today, is got to be tough.
Yeah, I don't think they're over it,
No.
and
What I
rightly
did
so.
find what I did find crazy is when the scrums were collapsing, their flankers just said, I'm just not going to hold on anymore. They just waited for
Would
Quivers to
you?
pick up the ball. Yeah, but if you don't stay bound, that in itself is a penalty
But the penalties, there was about 12 penalties in every
per
scrum
scrum.
for multiple different things. Oaks were off the ground, popping up, not
Do you know?
bounding.
Do you know what it? Do you know what it was? I had an example of this when I played rugby, but in high school rugby, you weren't allowed to scrum the other team more than 5 meters back.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it would be a penalty to the team that got moored in the scrum.
yeah,
So we had a game, I can't even remember. We played some Afrikaans school that was, everyone was bigger, everyone was stronger, and they were just better than us in every avenue in the Build Cup. And in the first scrum, we're packing down for the scrum, and their hooker screams, "Who wants to scrum?" And all 8 of them, or the other 7, go, "We want to scrum." And we all shat our pants. Go in for the scrum. They pushed us 5 meters back. The ref stops and says, "Look, you're stronger than them, but don't push them more than 5, otherwise I have to give them a penalty." And I think that's what Ireland wished happened to them, because then it would have been a fairer game.
they wish they played schoolboy rugby.
Schoolboy scrumming rules.
Yeah, yes.
All right.
There we go. You learned something new.
Everybody, if you've made it this far, thank you. Don't forget to do all the things with liking, subscribing, sharing.
Actually, while we've got you all, reminder, last week for the giveaway,
Oh, yes.
there is a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway. Sneaky
Boomfa
150 New
Berry.
Zealand dollar voucher for Boomfa. Go to our Instagram, find the post, and like, subscribe, share. It's all inside there. Go get yourself a jersey.
Exactly what he
Boomfa.
said. There we go. That's it. That's enough. I'm done. Goodbye.
Done. You guys suck.
Thanks, Springboks.
Yeah, you guys rock.
And Holly.
Yeah, Harley, number 1. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.